Kwa kulala na mbabas.
Huyu mtu aende.
Kuna mtu sijui anakula na chains. Kuna wenye wanakula wanyama.
The chile has a boyfriend and the chile has a mbaba. So the chile anakula na mbaba.
And the mbabas has a wife. And the wife has a kijana, a small boy somewhere is keeping. The small boy has a girlfriend and a side chick.
No one cares. Actually,
no one cares. You're broke. University student. Come on, you go university don't take broke.
So your aim ilikuwa kumwaibisha mbele ya class. And just because you're fucked up doesn't mean you should fuck everyone over with you. Wewe kuwa fucked up peke yako. If you can't work on yourself, pia saa shida ni yako. Achana na sisi.
Like they're teaching from a point of fear.
Mimi ndo nimejoin form 1. Mbona speaker anakuja ananiambia, usipofanya hivi na hivi utakuwa ule mama anauza mboga kwa kibanda, sijui mwenye akona watoto wangapi, sijui na nini. Sijafika hapo. You don't have friends, you have a contact list.
Yeah.
They can't see me like Houdini, move discreetly. I go poof. They can't see me like Houdini, Lamborghini. It go poof. They can't see me like Houdini.
What's up, Echoes? So topic of today is what university doesn't teach you, part 2, right?
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah. Can you know funzi what school doesn't teach you? What is life? And life is lifing. So tuanze na wewe madam. What has life taught you? What that school haven't taught you?
Mkipenda mtole marks kama ni lecturer. Mimi janifunza kutumia kamera as a journalism student tangu nijue ni shule. Classes how to use the camera, it's always in theory. What happened to the practical part of it?
True. Very true. By the way, is this like, I don't know, wanakupea tu project and they expect you to know how to navigate.
Yeah, there was this one lecturer anatupea project. It was the first time tunafanya project. Then watu submit kwa long holiday. Akona audacity ya kutype kwa group ati hizi nini mmenifanyia hapa, did you teach?
Well, is that the deficit?
You did not teach, ulituma notes.
And then you gave work.
You gave notes.
Sisi la mtu linda.
Kila mtu atashinda kwa kitabu.
Lazima
wafunze the
practical part.
Key part of it.
Chemistry si obviously lazima tuone. Sasa mbona
hamtaki kutufunza practical?
Kwanza this thing is very serious,
especially when you go for attachment. Mimi nitoa university na kuna ule msemonyako nitoa the technical don't tell years. Do you know those guys had more English?
Jua classes zao zote zinakuanga practical.
But that's something like I've been wanting to talk about. But actually worldwide, university is taught theories and the book part of it, and then uko kwingine na skills. Now when you go to the job market, mtu mwenye akona skills obviously
atachukuliwa.
You mwenye umeenda hapo na theory, I don't know. It's really unfair, and I think something should be done in a way that it will favor all of us. Yeah. Like, hiyo kitu inakuanga very unfair. Because what's the point of me learning theory and you haitaenda kunisaidia kwa nje? Yes, for research projects, it's okay. But that's like for looking at the 10% or 2% of the whole thing that you're going, nimekuja kufunza ndo nijue kufanya 1 2 3. What is the point of me kuja university? Then I have to go bus huku bado kwingine ni learn, and then I go and learn skills.
It's like, okay, it's a statement Mr. Beast alisema he joined college. Akasoma 1 week, he's like, the lecturer is reading straight from the book. Si hata mimi nitumie tu PDF nisome, that's how he dropped out of school. Because mbona mnatuma PDF end of semester? So it's like, hiyo 1 week to exam do. Kila lecturer anaamua kutuma PDF. You had time to come for classes, teach, give notes. Ama mkiamua kufunza, mtu ana whisper tu watu wa mbele. You don't realize lecture hall ni kubwa because students ni wengi. There's a reason why. Unaamua kuongelesha kwa sasa wote tu crumble hapo mbele.
Nimelipia school fees ndo I learn from you. Yes, I understand you give like 20%, but am I even really getting the 20%? Yeah. Okay, for me, I think what schools or universities doesn't teach is time management. For me, I think they don't teach you time management. We ukitaka kuja class, we enda class. They don't care so long as umelipa fees. They don't care if kama utakuja kufanya cut, hautafanya assignments. In high school it was different. High school they used to manage time for us through bells, teachers on duties, prefects and everything. But in universities, but in universities it's different. You have to work on your own terms and conditions on your own time. Kama unataka kuja class, story yako. Kama utaki pia ni sawa. I think school doesn't teach that, which is, I don't know. Ujifuate that you should learn by yourself. Yeah. It's essential for you to learn because time management, if you don't manage, then you just jacked up. Yeah. Suits, retakes.
It may lead to procrastination and bus and the rate at which we are procrastinating.
Without time management na uko university or campus, utakuwa tu so ruined, especially the peer pressure and everything, the parties, unakuwa overwhelmed.
Utakuwa mtu wa kufuata upepo.
Yeah, culture shock and everything. Kama wewe ni mtu wenye you don't have, like hauna talent, hauna anything, uko tu unangojanga tu,
unaoja watu. And at that point ndio finding clubs, hobbies, sports, it's nice. Because tuseme, if you are an actor, kuna drama clubs. Drama clubs, dance clubs, nahonga kila mahali.
Kama unajua kuna sports. Kama kuna sports, you'll always find your play.
You'll have, it just takes like maybe 10 minutes to fuck up yourself. So tuseme, you kona classes the whole day. For ikifika, you have your club meeting. Na most kama ni za drama uisha 8 usiku, dance pia uisha around that time. Unarudi unalala. It helps than kushinda umekaa juu kiketi hivi. Si tuende hata ujui tunaenda kufanya nini, umeamka tu.
Yeah, very. Hata kama tuseme you don't have class in this learn how to journal your time, or unasema this to this nitakuwa nafanya hivi, ama kama utaki ingia kwa clubs, try to learn something new on YouTube, or try, as a human you're always learning, so unatafuta kitu ya kulearn. Kama isi mtu akwenda nje sana don't usikubali ukae tu hivo like a whole week unajiuliza na nimekuwa nifanya nini wiki nzima. It's kind of depressing like that, so try to learn something new or invest in yourself, ama unaweza ukapata job, unaweza nice anything. That's the good thing about humanity, you have period. And also be careful not to.
Routines are so important. I know kuna venye watu wana clown wase wako na morning and night routines, but hiyo huwa ground vibaya sana. Because not this time I'm supposed to be doing this. There's no way utaenda tu na vibe yenye iko in the moment with your friends have, if you know you have something to do. And checklist pia zinasaidia because you're like, I can't do this till I check this out of my list. I can't do this other thing. I can't rest mpaka nimalize, maybe if it's cleaning and whatever. Unapanga umeshinda kwa kitanda wiki mzima, you've done nothing, the house is dirty, your clothes are dirty, you have assignments hujapitia, have research projects hauja research, then time ya kuzifanya unapatanga nguo zote ni chafu, vyombo ni chafu, already assignment you could do the next day, so like you're trying to do everything once. Instead ungekuwa na routine, ungekuwa nafanya a little bit every day, it will have made it so much easier deadline ikifika. Can you just have,
and then you end up getting depressed, then hapo unaanza sasa unaenda over drugs, then una overdo drugs, you start, oh my goodness, it's a whole mess. So time management is another thing, is money management. Oh my God.
Don't live beyond your means.
True,
don't fuck your
because utajipata sasa uko like unaanza kukopa watu pesa, comparing, sabata kununua hata maybe hata kununua vitu za nyumba. You wasted it on alcohol or whatever, or vitu hata unashanga rent. Yes, your money on trades because you see people are buying this type of shoe, you also want the same type of shoe, not considering the fact that we are not all from the same backgrounds.
Nami hapo kwa jumengilia fashion, buy a piece of clothing that will be an eternal statement. Kitu hata 5 years from now you can still style it and it works. Kuliko sasa tuseme nini sijui nini naendelea. So you buy something yenye kila mtu anabuy, and then after a while haikusaidii, have to buy something else to access that. Learn your style.
Usibae maxi skirts na haiwezi kutoa vizuri. Usibae shorts na una like learn your style by the way.
Yeah, so about money management. Before like utumie pesa yako kwa entertainment, ensure you have covered the basic necessities, okay? Ama unaweza ka kando like maybe simu unapeanga 2000 pocket money, unaeka maybe kitu ka 1200, unajua ni itanisukuma for a couple of days or something. Ndo usijipate kumbele unasema kai walai pesa ilienda wapi? You don't know.
Comrade ameenda sherehe kila siku, hana unga kwa nyumba, you don't have sugar, you don't salt, huna the basics.
Kama I know someone alipata help ya 45k hivi. Do you know? Hana bed, first of all. Analala chini. Hana vitu mingi za nyumba. Hiyo pesa hata haijulikani ilienda wapi. What kind of nini is that? What kind of usage is that, bana? That's been careless. Actually, that's being very careless.
Nisema kitu kwa bed ukibai inge, hata ukimaliza campus, it will be there with you.
Yeah, ama nikishu unaweza uza anyway, you buy, yeah. Another thing is, what we were talking about, uni, like 90% of your time wakwangi class. 90% of your time wakwangi class. What do you do? Is okay, acha na time. What do you do sasa? Sasa what do you do? What do I do? You can eat yote. He said, what do I do? Hapo ndo unaweza anza ukipata unajiwaste vibaya sana. That's why it's very important. Uni doesn't tell you this, but it's like very essential for you to involve yourself in other things. Like, when you're pasema, clubs, or like try to involve yourself in something positive. Yeah.
Hata kama hutaki kufanya na watu, ji-challenge basi, like I learned drawing this semester. Kila siku take time, draw something. I learned writing. Take maybe an hour a day. Write. You'll get better eventually and you'll be good at it. Okay. Malizana na hiyo, maybe start crocheting. Malizana na start something else.
Very important. Yeah. I think so. School won't teach you how to take care of your mental health. Oh my God, very important. Students, of course, we are overwhelmed at our age. We tend to want so many things and we're just still so young. So taking care of your mental health, in as much as kuna therapists in schools, they won't teach you how to take care of your mental health until when you take action on how you take care of your mental health to avoid depression, anxiety, and hizo vitu zingine. School can be overwhelming. Kuna school work, so you're broke. University students, kama uko university don't say kuwa broke. Yeah, friends, peer pressure, relationship, my God, friendship, lecturers, we have site lecturers, stress. You know, you need sasa nini, like issues of mental health, magdaring deserves you.
Yeah, part is everyone anaendanga kudeal nayo with drugs. Yeah, you've not fixed it in the long run, you fixed it in the moment. Kurudi sober, you're still going to deal problems like this. Your shit is wait, nasema ayamaliza kuja, niachie huyo.
Kuja fast such
I would say when you went ahead and you are not sober, you did something else to make the situation worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Mental health, unajua watu wanasemanga act. Hiyo ni nini mnaongelelea? It's too cliche. Mental health is not cliche. Mental, we are literally talking about your mind. Kitu yenye inafanya ndo uweze hata kufanya any. This is very important. It's very important to listen to mental health videos or talk to someone or journal or it's very important because inasaidianga hadi zile big problems say shida ni big, but when you are able to take care of your mental health and think about it and talk about it and everything, unawezanga kusolve your problem easily. Sometimes napanga tu ni thoughts nyingi at once and you need to arrange them in one order, and you'll be able to find a solution out of one.
If it's like we are literally repeating the same cycle every day, you will keep facing the same problem. So if you dealt with it the first time, if you come up the second time, you already know what to do to fix it. Kuliko every time una-ignore, every time you're pushing it back, you'll never fix the issue.
Yeah, and then something about mental health. When you take care of it, unaanza could make sure, unaanza kuona like something is changing here. Like things are becoming better, and school doesn't teach you that. But that's something, kwanza, school makes it worse.
Another thing school makes us is being nosy. People who read other people's journals. Hey! So me, I write, it's my personal space. I was not comfortable with saying it to you. The audacity to come open my journal and read it. Mesa, that is reason enough for me to kill you, I swear. That's my safe space, why are you invading it? Ningetaka ujue ningekuja nikwambie.
Kwanza high school
Tena si ati kitu school should teach you. Yani kitu nafaa kujua.
Yeah. So as we were saying, like kwanza high school or school can make your mental health worse. So what do you do about it? You look for ways to take care of yourself. Nilikuwa nayo imepotea wallahi. Oh yeah. Hakuna haja kimbilia relationships when you're, especially like your first year.
I made the mistakes on your behalf. Take
it from us. It's not.
Hakuna haja kuharakisha kimbia relation, because at first of all, hata umjui that much. Like you don't know even that. Umekuja tu, si hata ukuja uone kwanza venye everything before kimbilie. Kuna watu walikuwa wanaingia kama ashakwa.
Unasema kuingia, kuna mwenye waliaidha kudate kabla hata waingia.
I know. Hadi mimi ni shy, so
no, like you are already taken.
Yeah, so our parents are right actually. Hakuna just sibilia. But hey, if you want to do it, tajione.
I think school always told us something about the relationships. It's the way they said it. Julikuwa nakwambia usikuwe na haraka nini. It was a joke. Till ukuja uko na haraka na then like okay, unajua pia ikwangi master. Mambo ya dunia ya like they made sense. It's the way you were saying it that was a bit troublesome, but they were right. They taught me that. Yeah. And another thing school doesn't teach us is that there's different types of learners. There are different types of people. Usually when I talk to program would be the same person. If you are not smart in the core subjects, you are a failure. So kuna msezo they're making money out of being a philosopher. Mulikuwa like kuna venye kwa treat subjects ka history and whatever as being stupid subjects. Usipojua math, usipojua chem, kuna venye ulikuwa unaonekana, but out here kuna mimi spendi kama maths kwangu, mimi maths ni theory. Kituka English, topics za language, I talk to people, I apply them. Kuna kitu I was taught nilikuja journey and I tried it at home. There are practical learners and there are theory learners. So kitu ya kubase tests from theory peke yake hai making sense. Like tuseme kama maybe it's a language class, the skills, kuna mtu hata kumbuka the pressure of the paper and the pen, lakini ukimuuliza hivi face to face anajua kila kitu. Walianza kutufunza vizuri because of the dictation and stuff tukiwa wadogo. Then it reached a point wakasema kama ujui kusoma na ujui kukram ni hivyo.
As dictation nilikuwa napata ngoja 45
kuna ngenye uko na time ya kuthi.
Yeah.
Kulikuwa ya karatasi and it's always alafu ngo amesema there's only one right answer. There's so many ways to kill a rat. The thing is you killed the rat. So hii kitu ya kutuambia soma enda hivi, graduate, get a job. Yeah, it works for some people. There's some people who can't work under orders. Kietwa kuanzisha business yako ya like uende tu ufanye kwa kampuni. Already kuna mtu haiwezi take orders to save their life at all, but they are good at coming up with new ideas instead of just going kufuata tu kitu yenye inafanyikanga. Yeah.
Yeah. True. Like ukiwa fini, you are the worst person in the world. In fact, you're not supposed to even be alive.
And like how I said the previous episode, Pia, the fastest way to success is failing fast.
You learn from your failures.
And also consulting, like as it's said, consultants are cheat codes. Pia usiamue tu fail kafala. Kuna mtu ataifanya the same thing, maybe you're trying to start a certain business and someone else has done it and wako successful in that area. Go talk to them, ask them what are the do's and don'ts, because honestly you say I make all the mistakes for you. So unakujanga ukishamwongelesha you're like, okay, I shouldn't do this and this and this. But pia kuna point tafika pia kuna venye kufanya, because obviously ndo ukuje ufanye kitu umeona kuna something different you'll offer. Kwa hii something different will offer, accept failing. Kubali, yes, nimefail. At least now I know this is not how you do it. Find another solution. Stop giving up. Because the second una give up, the second you're about to solve it. Like you're like maybe 30 minutes away from solving it. Then nimechoka. Keep trying, honestly. School taught us how uji achana nayo. Because I kitu ya drop subjects. I feel like singe drop geography or physics because it was hard. I could have been good at it. But sisi waliniambia drop zenye haziko poa sana na wewe. I applied that in real life. I just be dropping. I drop. Naweza learn recently. Sometimes pursuing something till you get what you want out of it is better than actually just dropping it, because you'll get lessons. Even if you won't be successful in it, you'll get lessons from it, and that's something school doesn't teach you at all.
Ukiwa uni or in school, no one will tell you ati kuna hii assignment iko hapa, ama unaweza kitanishwa na so many things. Itabidi umeka effort ujue hizo vitu. Unafuatilia kwa class rep. Ati kuna nini. If you missed a class, make sure unaulizia. Hapa mlipewa assignment, ama what was anything talked about? Otherwise utajipata na missing marks mingi sana. You will find yourself missing marks. Mzazi anashangaa, mbona? Wezi mwambia ati hukufanya, atakuuliza ulikuwa wapi. So it's always your effort kufuatilia. Hapa kuna assignment, you should always be asking. Alafu ukiona no one will tell you ati kuna documents fulani inaitishwa hapa ni nini. Ukiona rafiki yako amebana document, hebu muulize hiyo ni nini unapeleka kwa wapi. Hebu fuatilia, otherwise unajipata kumbe watu walikuwa wameitishwa. Maybe you had an issue with your exams or anything. Huko unajua watu wameitishwa, but uko hapo tu umezubaa, you're not following up on anything. University is all about the effort that you push to make. Yes. No one cares. Actually, no one cares. They can,
after every academic year, after every academic year, the results zikitoka, if you have an issue, deal with it during your academic year. Ukingoja huku mbele fourth year, watu wanafanya ziko hivi na hizo ziko mingi, unakujanga unaambiwa sijui sijui unit ilikuwa dash tukasema traffic. Akisema atafix hajafixiwa, fuatana huyo head of department mpaka siku atafix. Otherwise kitakuramba. Kropa. Unafikanga kwa mbele, unaambiwa hawezi graduate till ukuwe na marks.
Always be kwa rada, nini naendelea na shule, nini naendelea, because no one cares. Oh my goodness. No one cares. Labda hata nikiatika, unaweza lala hadi kwa whole week hapo nitahabudu.
Nataka
katika na mjo confirm kama uko like
nataka kuja kutafuta rent. Kwa sanko huko. Nataka kuja kutafuta skia rent, tuchelewa kulipa.
So usijiachilie.
But le maisha ni yako. You have the power to build or ruin it.
That's mostly about that.
University ni mtu mkubwa. Basically. Hata kama wewe si mtu mkubwa utakuwa mkubwa sasa hiyo time.
Learn to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Because action you can choose, choice whatever comes after that. The reaction and repercussion. But anyway, whatever makes you happy. And the bad choices are always so easy to make. They're always right there. Don't even have to big choice. So yeah.
After what school doesn't teach us how to network, to connect with other people. Networking, yeah.
Very important.
Does not teach you that.
Networking is very important.
Sawa umesoma lakini ujua dina mtu kwa industry alafu.
Even your classmates, those are your networks. If you are in bad terms, or just make sure you are in good terms with your classmates, course-mates. Yeah. Tamatana huko kwa field or your field, anyone in your area of field. talk to them, because maybe end atakuwa end atakulead to your future job, or your future end atakuexpose mahali, because nasema but I have a friend then niko na
so kama best yako atapanga job alafu hata imfike pia place anafanya kazi anatafuta new employee
network.
If they know you can do this, but then kwa best yako, let me hit them up after one then you kutaenda. Kiliko wao unakuja venye unakuja campus na kuonanga tu exam room, then you go back look yourself. Hata kuona next. Ya mwisho tutakuona ni graduation, na ni by chance. It will not help. Tutafika kwa hiyo unatafuta job, they're like, oh, maybe I should have talked this. Palafu sana classmates wako wote walikuwa wanaongea, they were connecting. All of them, they have jobs. Wako hapo ongelesha ngi. It's just weird kutafuta mtu mwenye anataka kitu. It's weird.
So uko hapo, you're not making effort to learn anything. Inside you're not networking. Potu usikuwe mbongo lale stu na able learn to make an effort to grow yourself or something, or make sure that at least you're investing in yourself.
Proper self-worth. Private. Self-worth, it starts with the way teachers. I had this teacher, a maths teacher. Amefunza a topic and it was hard for all of us. Then akasimamisha, and they always target the ones when you perform this class yao. So akasimamisha certain girl aende afanye. So dem akaenda kufanya juu honestly haelewi, si ana try where she comes. And ameanza tu hivi. Hata hajaandika kitu, bado anafikiria. The teacher just tell them mjinga afanye niko about like
but that was not
wewe ndo ulimsimamisha and you know already hapa performing vizuri, so your aim ilikuwa kumwaibisha mbele ya class.
I never understood the point of teachers projecting their anger or whatever on students. That's it's kind of bullying.
It's bullying.
Emotional bullying. Because
if you could ask me, actually, okay, I don't know. Teachers walikuwa mezoea wanakuchapa out of nothing, like this is just I'm still a baby. Mbona unachapa mtoto wenyewe kama mpaka kumuue too early? That's failure on teachers. You're not supposed to do that, man. Unachapa mtoto karibu bleed mkono just because of what?
After there was this thing with arranging classes and sitting positions according to performance. Kwanza after tulijoin Form 4, it was white, red and green. So white ilikuwa top performance. Green, middle. Shule mingi ufanya hivyo. Red, though they a bit poor performance. Then the last part is, first of wanatangaza kwa red. So the whole school knows kauko red when mjinga.
Hadi sisi bebe.
Alafu pia sitting position, unajua number 1 anaanzanga kwa mlango, so inaenda hivi 1 2 kikuja hivi. So mtu anajua huwa mwisho huko kwa kona, hiyo kona nyingine wa mwisho. Hiyo kitu honestly ilikuwa inafanya
mtu atani.
Mtu asifeel cause ilikuwa inafika point. Sasa teachers wakifika, wakikuja class yetu kuna venye wako a bit wako lively wakifunza. Then there was so many I had friends in red. Enda kuketi yuko teacher kaingia anafunza. I'm like, you're the same teachers but haujeka effort kufunza. It's like mwalimu asha set akili hao ni wajinga hata siwezi bother.
Natashika.
I'm like, they just need a bit more time.
Like basic knowledge. In a basic knowledge, teach them the way they need.
Like kuna vile tu alafu the audacity actually kuna trasa kubother kufunza red. They used to send students. So if you're a top student in a certain subject, maths already kama mwalimu anafunza student na haelewi, mbona ufunze utume another student? So ulikuwa unapata kama vitu kama maths na chem, another student ndo anatumwa aende afunze watu wa red. I'm like, haelewi hata mwalimu. Student mwenye pia bado analanda umetuma aende afunze. Like they were never that bothered. Na it messed with their knee.
Obviously.
The rest class. Nata kwa results za CS kuna venye tu red haikuperform vizuri because already mlishawaambia nyinyi waji.
Over. Not punished to you. That
was not
encouraged. I felt quite encouraged at all.
I feel like if you drop, kama tuseme mimi nilikuwa white, ukidrop unaekwa green. So the entire school knows ulikuanga white, says uko green, alifail. And hakuna siku maisha ishaienda hivi, there's nothing, no projection left ifanya itakuwa tu inapanda. There's a time utapanda, kuna time utakuwa unashuka. So I didn't
the point.
Didn't make sense. But they were always reluctant kutoa mtu nyuma ki-improve. Utaiona kitoa nyuma, wamlete mbele, wamtoe red, wamlete green. Lakini wa green, fail tu hivi kidogo, wanaambiwa rudi
Oh my goodness, that was not nice.
That was not nice at all.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Sipo inauma. Alafu the parading of students at the last term. Tuko parade mnawaita majina. Unasikia tuchana sema ndo wenye nalalanga class hawaelewi kitu na wanaitwa mbele. Shule zingine.
That method of teaching was very
Okay, if you're a parent and you can avoid schools in Nyanza and Western, please do. Nothing will fuck up your child. Unashangaa ulijionisha mtoto wako akiwa lively, akirudi tamwani kisha hana saikia maisha anakunga menyamaza 24/7. It's what the teachers do to your kids in school.
And I think okay, sitaki poverty ku exaggerate, but I think it creates trauma and mostly a generational trauma. So just because walimu wenu walikuwa na wachapa, I don't mean kujuchapa wengine. But that's what mko nasikia ati hadi sisi tulikuwa tunachapa. Yeah. I think you're still an angry person because unakuja hapa kulichapa.
And just
it doesn't help.
And just because you're fucked up doesn't mean you should fuck everyone over with you. Wewe kuwa fucked up peke yako. If you can't work on yourself, pia saa shida ni yako, achana na sisi.
That's I think that CBC is really helping cause unakuwa met at your level and people mwalimu nasikia anakuja hadi anapoongelesha face to face mnani. Yeah, that's better than generalizing.
It's more practical.
Very much.
Watu wengi honestly they learn with same. Vitu mingi najua juu nimefanya nikisoma. Hizi zenye nimesoma tu kidogo sijui hata sijaisikia kitu kama hiyo. Yeah.
And the other thing that uni doesn't teach you or school doesn't teach you is usikuwa na haraka to make people your friends or ati kuharakisha like I'll be lonely nini. Take time to learn someone before ujipate kwa friendships that as kusaidi ama they fuck you up ama they just mess you up. Don't be in a hurry to make friends. Ati ile ngama una dedi you can stay alone in your room, si uko hostel.
Some of these friends are not your friends. Yeah, very true.
Yeah. Utajipata
Sana wakutufunza hizo hata point ya subject ya life skills.
Hakuna kukwambia usipate ball. Usizae. Usipate ukimwi.
Very true.
Hapa inasema appreciating the present moment.
Yeah.
Academic achievement is important. While academic achievement is important, schools often focus on future outcomes. These are the grades, tests, knowledge, career, without teaching how to live in the present and appreciate the journey, rather than just focusing on the destination.
Enjoy life, yeah.
Walikuwa to direct towards stressing about the grades. But if I keep using my time to stress about what I'll get in that exam, I'm losing the time I could have taken to study and actually get better. Nasikianga tu talks zikikuja wanakwambia like mimi ndo nimejoin form 1, mbona speaker anakuja ananiambia usipofanya hivi na hivi utakuwa ule mama anauza mboga kwa kibanda, sijui mwenye akona watoto ngapi, sijui na nini. Sijafika hapo. Tell me how to deal with my problems currently. Sasa mimi bado nategemea mzazi, unaniambia uko pale mimi nitakuwa mzazi nisaidie na nini? At this point uko shida za kuwa mzazi zinatokea wapi?
Like they're teaching from a point of fear. Instead of like kuwa positive, or they tell you, when you do this is what will happen.
So after they always bring up the problem but they never give you the solution. Wanena tu ni mbaya. Ama give me an alternative. So ni mbaya nisifanye mbaya nifanye. You've never said that. We just can't talk niambia kufanya aje. You figure out the what to do on your own.
Also learn how to appreciate the now. You're still young. You're stressing about future things instead of appreciating the things that you have right now. You're young, you're energetic, you're beautiful, you're handsome. Just go out there, have fun, but be careful. Be responsible, of course. Find an activity. Try new activity. Yeah.
Alafu an example of that appreciating, kwa kutuambia ati umekuja hapa peke yako, unatoka peke yako, they're like, urafiki yako mwenye umetengeneza unajifanya hizo your friends and whatever, you won't need them, they won't be there for you maybe in like 10 years. I'm like, okay, but they are the people I need now. They are in my life currently because I need them at the moment. If the next phase of life ikifika, if they'll fit into that life, it's okay. If they won't fit into it, I'll find other friends. So stop always telling us, oh, it's like unafanya, unaniambia don't make friends. No. Make me honestly, I tell you, go make the friends. It doesn't matter if they'll be there next week. What matters is now. The laughs you shared, the memories, the ideas you exchanged.
But don't fake yourself to affect other people. Akiwa like kama hadi unangoanga enda ungoe
utapatana tu
watu wako tuende yako.
Hakuna hiyo tu mkima.
But at least utakuwa real na because right now seme ati most people are friends but you can depend on them when you're babaya ama wakati tu uko tu hivyo, you can depend on them. Why? Because you relate on matters of you didn't fake, mko fake ni wote. So when life gets real, you unajipata guy wale hata kuna mtu hapa anaweza call, tunapatana tu sherehe ama tunapatana tu when time is good and everything is good. You can't even have a real conversation with your friends. That hiyo ndio inafanana, I think, hata inafanyanga mtu anasema hata sina mtu wa kuongelesha. Why? Because you weren't famika.
You don't have friends, you have a contact list.
Yeah. You know people and they know you but they don't know you.
They know your name but they don't know.
They hata even if you have one friend, one really friend,
it goes a long way. Then unabeba rende mzima and then it's always situations zinakwanga, they'll always tell you their problems. So like maybe 20 people, all these 20 people are dumping their problems on you. That's baggage you're collecting. But you never have someone to tell yours. Yeah, it will fuck you up in the long run.
So romanticize your life. You're young. Have something to show to your future kids. Oh, now if they ask you in future, go have a name during your 20s, what will you say? At least make
memories,
take pictures with your friends.
Memories that will fuck you.
And
but if
you make a mistake, ujipate kona bola kona nini na
at least kama utakuwa na mtoto, if you're planning to have a kid, utakuwa na mwambia by the way nilifanyanga hivi hivi nilifanyika. You'll help your kid. You'll have done the mistake for your kid, asirudie. It helps. Just live life.
Also learn to trust your instincts.
Oh, heavy on that.
Learn to trust your instincts. Ikia kitoki nakwambia ati usiende hiyo sherehe. Usiende. Yeah. You know something is like na kama otherwise utajipata unakumbuka story yenye Doreen alitupea, you'll be threat or something. Don't do that.
Na kama you don't trust your instincts, if you have a friend mwenye instincts zake huko right na anakwambia usiende, nani sikiza, usikanyage. Anakwambia usifanye hivi, usifanye, kitakuramba.
Yeah, trust your instincts. Kalisa kabisa. They are there for a reason. Maybe hata ni mamako amekuombea mahali asema Mungu wangu. So hizi zimekuja zikapu projects. So understand yourself. Understanding yourself, it takes you from a lot of things, a lot of friends, a lot of fake friends, that is, a lot of anything that might situation that is lying you from your goals and from what you want to achieve. Alafu kama mabeshto wako anafanya ulembo na pana.
Trust me.
We are talking from experience.
Acha tabulia, there's this kalam kwa throat.
Yeah.
If you feel that around those people, achana nao, wezi kufa juu uko solo.
Yeah.
Me I can't, the second they just come na feel ni kama nimekuwa a bit amnisikizi and whatever. There I'm fast with cutting people off. Me, I still bother na wewe tena. After all, my phrase is sijaza. Why will they be stressed out by someone else's child?
Also, if you're going to have sex, use protection. Always use protection. Because you don't know ni nini nabe. Be very careful.
And the soul ties, hata kama hajabeba STIs and STDs, the soul ties are real.
Yeah. Be always. Akiwa like, use. Hata kali mtu wa.
Kwa nini leo kwa mtu wako unakunga naye kwa mfuko kila siku? Tusikudanganya ati wewe ni wangu. Ni wako 95 others.
Use protection. The guy, the girl,
everyone.
Yeah, be very careful. Yeah. Because kwanza you need so be careful.
Yeah.
It's the brewing point of all this time. Campus.
True. Sana.
Imagine campus kwa kulala na mbabas.
Huyu mtu aende.
Kuna mtu sijui anakula na
chains.
Kuna wenye wanakula wanyama.
The chile has a boyfriend and the chile has a mbaba. So the chile anakula na mbaba.
And the mbabas has a wife. And the wife has a kijana, a small boy somewhere is keeping. The small boy has a girlfriend and a side chick.
So use protection.
Use protection. At all costs.
Takafungia hapo kwa now. Have a good day.
Bye.
Subscribe. Follow everything. Touch, ongeza comment hapo.
Share.
Patane next time.
Bye.